Hi everyone, and welcome back to Woodland Frenchies. Hope you guys are having a great New Year's. Hopefully you got your resolutions down and just ready for a good year here in 2022. I know I sure am, and I'm super excited here at Woodland Frenchies. We got a lot of things going on. We got a lot of new content we're gonna be producing, and today I just wanted to do a quick video sharing with, I had some people asking me about, where should our French bulldogs sleep? Should they sleep in the crate, in the beds? So I just wanted to go over that in today's video is, where should a French bulldog sleep, and is it okay for them to sleep in the bed? So we'll go over that, but before we do, guys, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Again, it's been a couple years now since we've started here on YouTube, and we appreciate all the feedback, the comments, the community we've built, and just super excited to move forward. So thanks, guys, and look forward to a good year here in 2002. So let's start out for Frenchies sleeping. Is it okay for them to sleep in their crate, or should it be in a bed? To me, honestly, it's honestly up to the owner. Personally, I have my two French bulldogs that sleep in my personal bed, so they do take up some space, but if you want to have them sleep in the crate, that is totally fine, and they will definitely like that as well. There's no wrong or right answer. For me, I don't know if it's because I always had a stuffed animal or whatever growing up as a kid. I love cuddling with my Frenchies at night, so they're more than welcome to scoot up to me, and we'll talk about their, how they react and how they, what are their habits when they are sleeping here in the bed, and what that entails. So we'll get into that if you're interested in what a Frenchie is going to do in the bed. But yeah, before we do, again, whether you train them to sleep in the crate or in the bed, I would say that the negatives and positives, there isn't many negatives in either one, so to me it's as long as they have a good place to sleep, that's what matters, and they're comfortable and everything. So I guess the biggest thing is, they just need that routine. So whenever they wake up, whether that's in bed or in the crate, they always have to go outside and go potty first, and first before that we normally feed them. So we'll go over that as well and all that good stuff. But I wanted to talk to you again. People ask, so what is it like having a Frenchie, and in fact two Frenchies, sleeping in your bed? What's their characteristics, what happens, all that good stuff. So I'm gonna go over the routine from, basically after they eat supper, then all the way to waking up and all that good stuff. So what happens with our French bulldogs is, I'd say around 5 to 6 o'clock we feed them food and cut their water off at that time as well. So that way, there shouldn't be any accidents later on at night. So as soon as they're done eating their dinner, we take them outside, come back in, hang out, whether it's watching a TV show, whether it's just chilling, playing, whatever, until it's bedtime. So normally around bedtime is around 10 o'clock for us, maybe a little bit later sometimes, and that's just when we say, Stella, Raven, you ready to go night-night? And they are normally, as long as you played with them hard that whole day and they're kind of exhausted, they're ready to go night-night. So we just tell them, you're ready to go night-night, and they run to you, and then they're ready to go. You obviously get ready for bed, whether it's taking showers and doing all your night stuff, and then basically I would recommend, honestly, picking them up. I know it sounds minimal, but picking them up instead of having them jumping on your bed, because that can lead to potential hip issues with the dog, a small dog. Because obviously when the bed's this high and them jumping up, they can do that, but if they do that long enough, that could lead to some issues. And I recommend picking them up, putting them on the bed right when you're ready to go to bed and all that good stuff. So obviously I'm married, so my wife and I are doing this. We bring them up, and normally what happens at the beginning, I like to watch a TV show, or we both do, whether it's on my phone or on the TV before we go to night. And maybe at the beginning I'm cuddling with the puppy, and then once they're ready and all settled down, they're gonna, for our dogs, they love to, say I'm laying down, they love to go right in between my feet, or if I'm laying up, they love to just lay right on top of my feet, and just, that's where they settle down. Raven will go, and it's on my mom's, or on the wife's side, or on my side, it doesn't matter, but they love to sit in the crevices of at the beginning of the night, or before you go to bed. They love to sleep right on your legs or by your legs. So if that's going to be an issue with you, I'd say that's how most Frenchies are. They tend to do it on the far end, of the bed, not up, but you can snuggle with them up, and then eventually they're going to go to the back end right on your feet or in between your feet once they're ready to really sleep that whole night. So that'll happen. And just being honest with you guys, again, Frenchies do toot sometimes, so you'll get these random toots in bed, and so you gotta be fine with that. That's just a Frenchie for you. And the other thing you're gonna get is snoring. So this is a funny thing. Hand me that stuffed animal there, Krista. So when a puppy, for what I found, when a French bulldog is laying down, if it has its head up, you can see this, if it has its head up on whether this is you or a pillow or anything, that's how they're gonna snore. What you find is if you have them laying flat on the surface with their heads flat, that cuts down the snoring a lot. There might be a little bit up here and there, but I mean, yeah, if you would lay them up with their on your head or their head is tipped up, that's when a French bulldog is gonna snore the loudest. So always make sure when anytime when they're laying down, just make sure they're on a flat surface. Or if you hear your new French bulldog snoring, like, how am I gonna stop this? Well, not everybody knows. You wanna, from my experience, you want their heads laying flat. So that'll cut the snoring down, and it's not an issue. I sleep with watching a TV show, or I'm not a easy waker, so maybe if you are somebody that can't sleep that well, maybe you do want them to sleep in the crate. For me, it's no problem falling asleep. Nothing bugs me. I can easily just, sleep and be fine and not be bothered, type of thing. So, yep, you might deal with some toots, some snoring throughout the night or before you're ready to actually fall asleep. And then once you wake up, our routine is normally around 7 o'clock is when they're ready to get out of bed. There could be an occasional beforehand, especially with Raven. She does have to go outside, and you can feel her kind of walking around the bed, and that's when you know that you need to take her out. She won't jump down necessarily right away, but if she does that anytime in between the night, she'll normally kind of walk to the end of the bed and all that good stuff, and then I get right up, and then I'll take her outside real quick, come back in, and then go back to bed. And then yeah, wake up around 7 a.m. First thing we do is feed them. Feed them before they go potty first. That way when they're done eating, then right away you take them and go potty, and hopefully they'll do their thing, and it's only one potty. So that's kind of the schedule, what happens for our Frenchies as far as sleeping and habits and time and schedule and everything. So if you kind of weren't sure how that worked, that's how it works for us. Might be different for others. And just wanted to share that experience and question that I had from a couple people here on YouTube. So thanks guys. Again, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and give this video a like. Comment what's your thoughts on what you kind of preference wise for whether French Bulldog sleeps with you or in the crate, or any experiences you may have. I'd love to hear in the comments, guys. Thanks, and have a great rest of this 2022.